Calvin Castine at the Cannons Corners Field. Beautiful downtown Cannons Corners. Jeff Menard said he was just going to deliver the trophies and then go do some gardening work. It looks like the players here had other ideas. So Jeff Menard will be behind the plate officiating, and officiating on the field will be Alfie Ledoux. Nice of both of these guys to show up, donate their time. At the Cannons Corners Field, beautiful downtown Cannons Corners, and we're here for the annual Sunday League, Ernie Weir Memorial Sunday League Championship round. This is game number 1, and the team known as the Davisons, but sponsored by Garceau's Auto Sales and Drek Subs, is at the plate. Jerry Davison leads it off with a fly ball to left center. Temperature in the low 80s today. Justin Sample will grab that ball hit by his brother Jerry. We have 1 down, and it'll bring up cousin Jody Barrier. Chris Booton is on the pitching rubber for Garceau's. John Courier behind the plate. Ball 2. It's going to be a scorcher before this is all said and done. It's the 11 a.m. start, and it's already feeling very, very warm out here in the sun. That's hit out of play. You're driving by here and there's a ball game going on. Keep your eyes open. And nobody parked alongside there yet. The late arrivals will be parking alongside over there. We saw 2 years ago, we saw windshield smashed. Out of balls already. They found the ball. And the pitch to Barrier. Foul ball. Hey, Garceau, see the Samples Lumber. I don't think I mentioned who Garceau is playing. The Samples Lumber team. Oh, line shot, soft liner to John Southwick. You got Scott LaFountain at first, John Southwick at second, Todd LaFountain at short, and Eric Guerin over at third base. 2 down, nobody on, and Jeff Garceau at the plate. Game 1, best of 3 will be here for the duration, so as usual, whoever wins the first game of the day, that's our team in the game to follow. So, Wallace looking to get it over in 2. Foul ball, good try by Jared Jarvis. Let's see, I think Rick Dumas is the extra hitter, so the outfield is hit to Southwick over from the fountain for the out. They got Ron Buskey, Justin Sample, Stacy Perrier, and Jared Jarvis in the outfield for Samples Lumber D&S Specialties. After 1/2 inning of play, we're scoreless in Cannons Corners.
Guys, we gotta go here.
Jerry Davison will be handling the pitching chores for the Garceau's Auto Sales Direct Subs team. Josh Davison behind the plate. You got Randy Davison in at first, Jeff Garceau at second. That's probably Corey Davison at short, and Travis Davison at third base. Here's Jared Jarvis leading off for Samples. Jim Davison is the extra hitter, so that will leave in the outfield. It's hit deep. Dan Davison making the catch. We got Dan Davison, Jody Barrier, Jamie Davison. Oh, Jamie's on the bench. Let's see, you got Travis, Randy, Tyler Davison will be out there. And Matt Garand, okay. There's Stacy Perrier. We're in the bottom of the first. There's a strike. No score. If we get through the first inning with no score, that'll be the first time ever. Two balls, two strikes. Where he hits it to Randy Davison. We have two down. Now we got John Southwick, the second baseman. And we have a base hit. We have a base runner. First base runner of the day is John Southwick. He's at second with a double. This will get us to Justin Sample. Pitch from Davison. Strike one. Garceau in time. Oh, not. Sample called safe. Garceau, nice job of getting that, and good job by Jerry Davison to get over there, but the ball popped out of his glove. They had brother Justin heard the footsteps, I think. Here's Rick Guerin. Southwick did not score on that play, by the way. The ball never left the infield. So it's runners at the corners, 2 outs. And Guerin hits a fly ball to right field. Guerin grabs it for Matt Guerin grabs it on the ball hit by Rick Guerin. And we're going to go to the second inning, scoreless in Cannon's Corners. We have a nominee for the windshield most likely to be broken. Fortunately, many of the Garceau's team are lefty hitters, so that cuts down the odds. Jim Davison leading off the top of the second. Goes the opposite way. Rick Guerin will pick it up, fire to first, not in time. And it's an infield hit for Jim Davison. I'll bring up third baseman Travis Davison. Bhutan delivers. I don't know if I've mentioned the date yet. I mentioned where we are and everything, but it's August the 29th, 2010. 3-0 the count to Davison. It is caught by Jarvis, and it'll be no advance. We have barrier running for Jim Davison. Now Randy Davison at the plate. We're in for a warm week and a warm summer. Booten will take it unassisted. And we have 2 down. Barrier advances to second. And we have right fielder Matt Garand taking a ball. As I said, the temperature when I arrived, 81 degrees, and getting warmer with more of the same to come, so it's a warm end to a warm summer. Ball 3. Pitch from Booten. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. Garand will draw the base on balls. It'll be first and second with 2 down. And the batter is Josh Davison. Hits it high and deep. Buskey grabs it. 5 up, 3 down, nothing across for Garceau's. It remains scoreless as we head for the bottom of the second here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Rick Dumas celebrating a birthday today, is leading off the bottom half of the second. Nothing on the scoreboard. Pitch from Jerry Davison. That's a strike. Line shot, base hit for Dumas. And he'll settle for one. Scott LaFountain steps in. That was strike one. Up the middle, base hit. Dumas will stop at second, be first and second with nobody out. Now gets us to John Courier. And a 1-1 pitch. Caught by Jerry Davison. Not sure if I got to back up that tape or not. If you have a little glitch in there, it's because I have to back up the tape. Through the wickets. And Todd LaFountain reaches as Garceau didn't quite get down on it. And run number one crosses and bring up Ron Buskey. One out, runners at first and second. Just missed for ball one. It's going to drop in. Barrier picks it up. And we got the bags full. Here's Chris Booten. It's to Davison looking for two. They got it. They got it. Davison to Davison to Davison. As one run for Samples. They lead it as we go to the third here on viewer-supported hometown cable. We're in the third inning. Tyler Davison is forced at second. We let off the inning. And we got Corey Davison on the fielder's choice. Bring up Dan Davison. We had to back up the tape and take out a curse word on after Courier's line drive. That was caught by Jerry Davison. So we backed up the tape, and while we were doing that editing, Tyler Davison stepped up and got a base hit. We're in the top half of the third, 1-0. Samples leading Garceau's. That's 2-2 the count. One out, one on. Hit to the shortstop. He'll look for two. Throw to first would not be in time. And Dan Davison beats it out. Top of the order now. It's Jerry Davison. Taking deep. 1-2. Get to third. Gonna have to hurry. Not in time. Jerry Davison. And still motor. I'll let the snow on the roof fool you. Still got the speed. First and second. That'll get us to cousin Jody Barrier. Too much arc. Line shot. Knocked down by Buskey. Fine run scores. And we got runners at second and third. Two ducks on the pond for Jeff Garceau. Booten checks his defense. Runners at second and third. much arc on the first pitch. Ball 2, too much arc again. 3-0, walk would load the bases. Another illegal pitch. 3 out of 4 had too much arc. So bring up the venerable, that apply? I don't know. Venerable Jim Davison. 1-1 pitch. Nip the mat for strike 2. Buskey will grab it. Third out, so they'll leave him loaded. I think we are tied as we head for the bottom half of the third here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Come on, Jared. Come on, JJ. 1-1 into the bottom of the third. Top of the order up, Jared Jarvis. It's it to Garceau under the glove and through the wickets again. And Jarvis will reach. Garceau is known for playing the world's deepest second base. Now we have Stacy Perrier. There's a base hit. And it's going to be runners at the corners. Nobody down, and John Southwick at the plate. That's up the middle. I'll make it 2-1 and send Perrier to third. Still nobody out. Runners at the corners for Justin Sample, the cleanup hitter. It is caught by Garand. Perrier will score easily, and it'll be 1 out. And 3-1 score, runner at second. Now Rick Garand. It's a line shot to Dan Davison. 2 down. And the batter now, the birthday boy, Rick Dumas. Dan Davison calls for it and grabs it. So they get 2 runs. It's 3-1, I think, as we head for the... Or is it 2-1? We'll figure it out as we go to the 4th inning. Okay, it's 3-1. And we're in the top of the 4th. Travis Davison at the plate. Game 1 in the best of 3 championship series of the Ernie Weir Memorial Sunday Softball League. Hit to, ooh, nice charity hop to Southwick. Over the fountain, 1 down. Randy Davison. Slow roller, it's going to be fair ball and a base hit. Now here's Matt Garand. It's a high pop-up. Southwick calls. 2 down. And now Josh Davison. Flew out to left his first time up. Takes ball 1. Oh, diving grab by the second sacker, John Southwick. The a base hit away from Davison. Well, it's 3-1 halfway through this one. Samples leading Garceau's Auto Sales direct subs here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Scott LaFountain leading off the bottom of the fourth, takes the strike. His team up 3-1. I thought maybe he'd be poking it off the flag there, but he missed the flag. John Courier, the batter. Called tailgating over there. Barrier. Grabs it. 2 down. I'll get us to Todd LaFountain. 2 outs, nobody on. He takes strike. 3-1. Samples leading Garceau's are in the bottom half of the fourth. Line shot. That's a base hit. And LaFountain will stop at first. There's left fielder Ron Buskey. It's it to Garceau and a base hit for Buskey. There's Chris Boutin, the pitcher. Hit to Garceau. Davison had to come off the bag to field it. And Boutin hustling all the way. He is safe at first, so the bags are full. Leadoff man Jared Jarvis up now for Samples. That's a base hit. That's going to score 2. Buskey comes around, he'll score. And it's now a 5-1 lead for Samples. And this is right fielder Stacy Perrier. He looks at a strike. Runners at first and second. That could be in the trees. It is. Oh, it's a 3-run homer for Stacy Perrier. Normally we've had several homers by this time of the day, but up until now it's been relatively quiet. 3 more for the Samples side. Bags are empty as John Southwick steps in. Gets under it. Out of play, strike 1. He wrists it into center field for a base hit. Cleanup man Justin Sample. It's a shot to Randy Davison. He'll go to Corey for the out. And we'll go to the 5th inning. We'll add up the runs. Tyler Davison at the plate. It's a shot to center field. His team down 8-1 as we start the top of the 5th. Nice grab by Perrier. I hate to be the whistleblower, but somebody notify the Department of Health, please. There's definitely an open sewage problem up here in Cannon's Corners. We're getting a strong whiff at alternating times depending which way the wind comes at us. Definitely some raw sewage up this way. We got Corey Davison at the plate. Tyler Davison is out. 8-1 in the top of the 5th. Game 1, best of 3 championship round. That hits the wires, dead ball. 2-1. Line shot into center field. And Davison will stay at first. There's Dan Davison. He tries to go the opposite way. Strike one.
Hey, line drive, Dan, line drive. Come on, Danny. Come on, Dan. Come on, Danny. There you go.
Too much arc called. That was ball 2. That motorcycle would have been a second slower. That would have been interesting. In time at second, but barely. 2 down, and Jerry Davison at the plate. 3-0. High fly ball. Jarvis will grab it. Nothing across for Garceau's. Remains 8-1, going to the bottom of the 5th. Strike one to Rick Guerin to start the bottom of the 5th. His team up 8-1. Hit on the ground to Randy Davison. Unassisted put out. 1 down. It's back-to-back Ricks as Rick Dumas steps to the plate. Shot into center. That's a base hit.
Come on, Scotty.
Scott LaFountain takes a strike. We're in the bottom of the 5th. It's popped up near the fence. It's going to be out of play. And dropped.
Tony, interference next time.
Tony Lamberton out there. To right field, we have Guerin grabbing, 2 down. This is John Corrier. Hit to third. Davison up over to Davison for the out. We got nothing across. It remains 8-1 going to the 6th. Jody Barrier takes a strike to start the 6th inning. Team down 8-1. Hits it on the ground to Scott LaFountain. 1 down. Now we got Jeff Garceau, second baseman. Game 1 in the best of 3 championship. Ball. Botan's pitch just missed inside. Garceau hits it deep to right center. Don't collide, guys. It's a double. There's Jim Davison. Double because it landed, then bounced into the trees, didn't fly into the trees. Just missed for ball 1. 2-0 pitch. 2 balls and a strike. 3-1. First base is open. Ball 4. Davison draws a walk, so it'll be first and second. 1 out. Travis Davison swings at the first offering, hits it to Stacy Perrier. Throw. So we missed the cutoff there. Stacy Perrier missed the cutoff by half a mile. So it's 2 ducks on the pond for Randy Davison. And he gets a base hit just beyond the diving Jarvis. And that'll make it an 8-3 ball game. Good effort by Jarvis. Now Matt Guerin at the plate. High fly ball. We've got Perrier's got it. 8-3 going to the bottom of the 6th. Samples leading Garceau's. That was more of a bounce than a slide. We had accidentally hit a button on our camera that locked us out from hitting the record button, so we had to wait a second before we hit the on button, and by then Todd LaFountain had hit the ball. He was out at first, diving in to start the bottom of the 6th inning. Ron Buskey hits it to straightaway center, Jody Barrier. I don't know, I got Tyler Davison on the other side of me there. I was a little concerned about getting collided into, I think. 2 down. Now Chris Booten, the pitcher. On the ground, another unassisted putout by Randy Davison. So it remains 8-3, and we are going to the 7th here in Game 1 of this championship series. Ernie Weir Memorial Sunday League Softball Finals on viewer-supported hometown cable.
Come on, guys, good D now, let's go!
Josh Davison, the batter, leading off the top of the 7th. He needs to start a 5 or 6 run rally here to keep this game going. Garceau's Auto Sales direct subs trailing 8-3. Tyler Davison at the plate. That was a strike. And that's a base hit. So it's 1st and 2nd. And it's 1st and 3rd. Matt Guerin running for Josh Davison. Here's Mike Richard. He's batting for Corey Davison. Out of play. Bhutan will check his defense and deliver. Richard delivers a base hit. Guerin scores. It's 8-4. Dan Davison decided he's really a right-handed hitter, so he's going to bat right-handed. Potential tying run at the plate, top of the order on deck. Nobody out in the 7th. Garceau's Auto Sales will not go quietly. Jarvis with a great back to the plate catch. And it'll be runners at the corners. Well, that's 1 down. We got runners at 1st and 3rd. Again, the potential tying run at the plate. Jerry Davison line shot back to Bhutan. And who's Guerin running for now? Guerin, the designated runner here. He's running for Corey Davison, I guess. Oh, no, for Mike Richard. So they're down to the last out. And a potential tying run. Cousin Jody Barrier. It's a line shot that's going to keep this game alive. Guerin's going to be out. A fire from Jarvis. Holy Toledo. What a throw from Jarvis. Holy Toledo. I'm not faulting Matt Guerin at all. That throw came out of nowhere to get him easily at 3rd base, but you cannot fault Guerin for looking to be in 3rd. Be at 3rd on that one. There's no reason to expect that kind of a throw. And that will end the game. It's going to be an 8-4 final. The Samples Lumber DNS Specialties takes the first one in this best of 3 championship series. Ernie Weir Memorial Sunday Softball League from beautiful downtown Cannons Corners. You're watching viewer-supported hometown cable TV worth your support.